What is up, Ravens flock? We're so glad to have you back with us, and I'm joined by Jordan Stout today. He's going to be taking your questions, so make sure you comment them below. Jordan, we're coming off a big game for the specialist. Your first ever game-winning hold, Tucker said. So what's going through your mind in that moment when you guys are lining up for that kick?
You know, it's an unreal experience. Everyone asked me if I was nervous after the game, and I said no, not really. I was just really locked in. So it was a cool experience, and I'm happy for the crew.
There's not really any time to be nervous at that point, I would think.
No, there's not. There's just so much adrenaline that you go out there, you just catch the ball, put it down, and hope for the best.
So this specialist group has always been beloved by Ravens fans internally in the organization. You know, they were famously dubbed the Wolf Pack for years. So you, Tucker, and Nick, do you have your own name for your group?
No, we don't. And actually, some comments, if you commented that would be pretty cool.
Some name
but we don't have one. I don't really want to name us or like the Wolfpack 3.0, 4.0, like that's not cool. We need to come up with something new.
All right, so maybe the fans can give us something here. So another thing about you that's kind of your claim to fame is your hair. Do you think you have the best hair on the team?
I'm gonna go with a hard yes. I'm not sure. Does anyone else have a flow? Or is it just me?
I feel like right now, it might just be you.
Cool. Yeah,
we used to have Hayden Hurst, and he had the long, like red locks, so he had that going for him. Maybe a shampoo deal in there somewhere.
That would be great. That's another one. You need to lock that in.
So you talked about this a little before we got on here today, but obviously a Penn State football guy. How does Sunday night football at the bank compare to some of your iconic Penn State games?
You know, it's similar in a way. The only difference is I was playing in front of around 110,000 at Penn State, and now I'm playing around, 68 roughly? So, but I mean, anything over 20,000 all feels the same. So I think it's pretty similar, and yeah.
That is pretty crazy. I never thought about that for most people, stepping into NFL stadium is a lot bigger than their college environment, and for you, it's actually a little bit smaller. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Do you see a lot of like Penn State fans at Ravens games now? I think there's a little overlap there.
There's usually a few fans when I'm coming in that says, hey, Penn State. I'm like, hey, what's up?
That's awesome. What's been the biggest change for you kind of coming from college to the NFL?
You know, the biggest thing I would think is, I said this in a press conference previously, but I have a lot of coaches here that are teaching me how to kick or teaching me specific things about punting. In college, it's essentially like it was my job to do that. So that's pretty different.
That is interesting. I wouldn't have thought that there'd be so much. It's kind of a lot of pressure on a college student to kind of figure that all out on their own.
Yeah, it is. But also after doing that for so long, you get used to it. So coming in, you think you know it all, and you have to like listen to the guys who have been in the league for 16 years, which is awesome.
That's definitely an adjustment. All right, we'll take our first fan question here from Daryl on Facebook. He asked, Jordan, what was your first night game at the bank like?
First night game at the bank was really cool, but you know, I'm warming up and they're turning the lights off and I'm kind of shook. I'm just trying to work on myself and they're flickering the lights. But if I stepped back in the middle of it for a minute and I just looked around, and it was a really cool experience.
Are you able to soak it all in?
You know, it's hard to. It's easier to like rewatch the game than you're like, wow, I was a part of that. In the moment, you're just so focused and just locked in on what you're doing. It's hard to really experience the whole gist of it.
Right, and remember fans, Jordan's be taking your questions, so comment them below. So I know coming into an NFL season, it can kind of be like overwhelming, but was there any game that really jumped out to you on the schedule that you were like most looking forward to?
I'm definitely excited to play the Saints in a dome against Blake Gilligan because he was the punter prior to me at Penn State. So I'm really excited to play against my friend.
Yeah, that's a really fun stadium to be into. It'll always be rocking. Not as friendly as ours, maybe
no
necessarily.
doubt.
But what's it been like for you to kind of come in here and like have Sam available to you to learn from? Obviously, Tucker's been in the league for a really long time as well. To kind of have a veteran group like that.
Sam has been great. I mean, for him to have played for 16 years and I haven't heard him mention himself one time is unbelievable. I mean, all of his focus is on me and trying to make me better, and I respect him a lot for that.
That's really cool. All right, let's keep taking some more fan questions here. Has Sam, this is honestly good timing, has Sam Cook given you any advice about punting? You said he has, but what specific advice has he given you? This is from Chike.
He's given me a lot of advice. Essentially, everything that I was doing that was working pretty well, he's elaborated on and extended, and now I'm doing better because of it. But everything.
That's awesome. Jordan, this one's from Nick. He asked, what do you enjoy the most so far about your rookie season?
I think the thing I enjoy most about the rookie season is just getting to play some more ball. You know, It's not too much different from college, but I'm having a great time.
From James on YouTube, do you get nervous prior to punting or holding?
I would always say that I never got nervous in college, but I get here and that changes. But the way I look at it is you don't get as nervous if you put the work in. So like I just come in every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I put in extra work. So going into the game, I'm prepared, therefore I don't get nervous.
Do you have like kind of your routine down at this point? Like each day of the week we kind of focus on a different thing, you know, Sundays before the game I do like this. Do you kind of have that down?
Yeah, that was a big focus that Randy, Sam, and Justin all told me that I needed to get a specific routine, and I'm getting one little by little, but it's taking longer than we thought.
Do you have any superstitions? Like Tucker, I know he lays out his entire jersey as if it's like, you know, a crime scene on the floor, piece by piece. Have you adopted that?
I have not actually, unfortunately. Maybe I will in the future, but I might just let that be his thing.
Any superstitions of your own?
No, I don't think I have any. I just worry about going out there and doing my job.
All right, this one is from Jose. He said, how does it feel to hold, kick, and play with the GOAT JT9?
It's unreal. He's great, and he is actually so talented. I wish people realized it because it wasn't easy kicking at Penn State. We had quite a bit of wind and stuff, but like coming here, people don't realize our stadium gets really windy, and when the operation's not perfect, and he still puts the ball right down the middle, like that's really hard to do. And for him to do it on a consistent basis all year in this conference is unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's something people don't talk about that much. Like the AFC North, we have some windy stadiums. Like Cleveland, Cincinnati, you're also like on the water there. Pittsburgh, you're still on the water. And like the wind like whips through there. So it's crazy to me that you guys as a group are kind of able to come into each stadium and make those adjustments like pregame.
Yeah.
All right, from Manuel, he wants to know if you have a favorite punt so far that you've ever kicked.
I'm a big fan of the classic turnover, directional ball, and that's it.
What does that mean?
Classic turnover ball is a ball that looks like a pass, but it comes off of your foot, and it goes a long way.
Nice. Okay. Learn something new every day. This one is from Ben Hooper. How has adjusting from punting in college to the NFL been as far as the difference in ball size and technique?
I don't think anything's changed. I try to look at it the same way. Like I said, the only difference is I have 4 coaches now telling me what I could do to better myself instead of just figuring it out on my own.
But the actual job, it's the same.
Yeah, it is. And also, I'm not taking anything away from my coach at Penn State. He was an amazing coach, but his specialty wasn't punting or kicking.
That's fair.
Yeah, I just want to make that clear. Schemes were great.
This is from Manuel. He wants to know if you have a victory meal.
I love Wagyu steak. So
Ooh.
If I had, I know, it's nice. If I had to pick one thing, I'd probably pick that. I just went to a Japanese place downtown. Type in the comments. What's it called? Whatever. Oh, they have some, and it was delicious.
That's awesome. Maybe we'll get Sarah to get that on the plane
you
you on the way back.
That'd be incredible.
No Popeyes, but Wagyu steak.
Yeah.
We've got a question from France. This is Pierre, Ravens flocks everywhere. He asks, is it not too much pressure to come after a legend like Sam Cook?
You know, there's a lot of pressure that does come with that, but you just have to look past it, and especially with him being here and him teaching me everything he knows, it makes it a lot easier.
That's awesome. All right, we're going to wrap things up here. Any last message you want to share with the fans before we head to New York this weekend?
Thank you guys for joining. It was great getting to chat with you a little bit. See ya.
Go Ravens. We'll see you on Sunday. Thanks, guys.